All right, welcome to the new unit. This is actually called Sequences and Series, but we're going to take things one step at a time first. We're going to deal with something called arithmetic sequences. Let me tell you what a sequence is first, and then we can go from there. A sequence is an ordered list of elements. So in other words, what you're looking for is you're looking for some kind of order. All right, so I've got an example of what we call a finite sequence here for you to look at. Right down here, look. There's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Now your brain is probably saying to yourself, wait a second, there's some kind of order to this. Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. If you notice, every one of these just adds 3 to it. You add 3 to get to the very next term. That's what makes this an ordered sequence. And this is what makes it arithmetic as well, but we'll get to that in a few minutes. Also, another kind of interesting thing here is that this is actually called a finite sequence. And the reason why it's called a finite sequence is because it ends, it stops. And this particular one, if you notice, stops at 15. We know we can add another 3 to this and get 18, and another 3 and get 21, and keep going and going and going forever. But the point is, this says, no, we're going to stop right there. All right, so let's go take a look at some important things about what a sequence is all about now that we've seen an example. So it follows a pattern. In this case, it's adding 3. It's separated by commas. Well, yeah, every one of these elements, every one of these terms in here is separated by a comma. And it can be increasing or decreasing. This particular one, you'll notice, is adding 3 all the way through it. So we're in fact increasing. But here's the most important point right here. It must increase or decrease by a constant value every single time. So if you look at this question, it's going up by 3s, by 3, by 3, the constant amount every single time. So that's incredibly important. All right. So now we know what a sequence is. It is ordered, going up by that constant, and it's a list of elements. All right. So I've got another little quick example for you, and this will just be a real short and fast podcast. Take a look at this one. Remember, we said it could be increasing or decreasing. And if you look at this example now, we're actually decreasing. Look, I'm going down by 5. And check this out. I can even go into the negatives. It doesn't matter as long as I'm consistent and going down by 5s. And you'll notice that this one ends as well. So this exactly, yes, is a finite sequence as well. So there's 2 beautiful examples of one increasing, one decreasing, and I think what's really, really important that you have to remember, yep, constant value. If it does not go up and down by a constant, it's not a perfect sequence.